What's up, guys? This is your boy TRaynard with Conversations with TRaynard. And you know what? I'm not by myself today. I got my boy Gigi with me. What's up, my brother?
All is well, bro. I appreciate you having me, man.
All right, all
Thank you
right.
so much.
You got on your little brother's shirt, or you really swole like that, man?
Well, I just washed it a
Okay,
lot.
okay.
I washed it a lot, and so now it's at a point to where I can't take it off easily.
Oh, okay, got to peel it off. Well, see, normally now I get my biggest compliments on my biceps. The
Okay.
ladies say they love my biceps, right?
Yeah.
But damn, bro, I can't compare to what you got going on right there.
Well, you, and not me. So
Okay,
they still gonna
okay.
love your biceps, and then people that appreciate me will love mine. Man.
Okay,
So,
okay.
there's room for everybody in this
All
thing.
right. Hey, no
So I
doubt,
feel-
man. No doubt. Well, man, I am happy to have you here.
Yeah.
On Conversations with TRaynard. And I tell you, I know you caught last week's show.
I did.
Man, it was amazing. I had Pops on the show, right?
Awesome.
And at first Pops was like, well, I don't want to participate because I don't do all that talking like you do, right? I said, but Dad, you know what? It will be epic. It really will.
And
You
it
know what I'm
was,
saying?
And it was.
So I really enjoyed it. We had the opportunity to talk about his journey as a man.
Mm-hmm.
We had the opportunity to talk about how they were raised on the farm and how he got into college and how he forged some paperwork so he can take an extra class
Man.
in order to graduate. We talked about him becoming a father, man, for the first time and what that felt like, and how he literally used to wash my shitty diapers, man, in the toilet every day.
Whoa, that's in the country, right?
No, that was here in the ATL, man.
Oh boy.
So the reason being is because he said, it was too expensive to buy disposable diapers.
Okay.
So they had the cloth diapers that each and every day after, working hard, every day he'd have to come home, take the pill, and put the diapers in the toilet and wash them out.
Well, he agreed to that.
Hey, bruh, I guess he didn't have a choice. I guess my
Respect.
mom said, this your job, bruh,
That's
and this is
right.
what you need to do. So
Respect.
I had my sons also on last week's show, and it was cool being with them as well. I'm very proud to be a dad, just like you are.
Absolutely.
And
Best feeling in the world.
yesterday was Cameron's parent-teacher conference. That's my middle school.
Okay.
And so with him, it was all good. They were like, he has all A's. He's such a gentleman. He's a pleasure to teach.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, as a dad, I was proud, man, because it let me know as a father, I'm doing the right thing.
You're on track, brother.
And it kind of took me back to, again, like my dad was saying last week, how he was always getting phone calls from the school with me, allegedly misbehaving at school. Anytime I knew, and you know what? There's some things I'm not going to tell my dad, right? Because even though he in his 70s, I still feel like he could take me, right? But one of the things he probably doesn't know is when a teacher would say, you know what, I'm going to call your dad, or I'm going to call your mom, I would come home and take the phone off the hook.
Oh man.
Right, so the phone would just be off the hook because I'm like, okay, by 9 o'clock, they keep getting a busy signal. They like, nah, we ain't gonna call no more.
Right.
So I used to do that, man, and but I used to get in trouble for like little stuff, like in the cafeteria. So you're in the line, and the lady palmed my bread. And
No gloves?
no gloves.
Ooh.
So I said, very kindly, I said, well, ma'am, could I please have another piece of bread?
Yeah.
And she said, what's wrong with this one? I said, well, you touched it. Could you give me another piece of bread? And she said, no, just go on with this one. And I said, well, actually, you should be wearing gloves.
You told her that?
Right.
Okay.
Very respectfully. And I was respectfully sent to the principal's office.
Okay. Okay. That's interesting, man, that you stood up for yourself and what you believed in, and then we're talking about just hygiene, proper hygiene and respect of food, and you got sent to the office, huh?
Man, so my thing is, so what I tell my dad is, I wasn't a bad kid. I was just misunderstood at school.
That's right.
Never got suspended, had detention a couple times, but anyway, it was just cool that, they're saying Cameron is that model citizen, and I'll tell you what, I was just super proud, man.
Sounds like the opposite of you, man.
Man, yeah, definitely.
That's a lot to be proud of.
Definitely. But think about it. We want our kids to be better than us, right?
Most definitely. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
So definitely proud. And then man, one thing that hit the news yesterday, Paul Allen died.
Paul Allen with Microsoft.
Absolutely. That's
Okay.
right. The co-founder of Microsoft. So he and Bill Gates created Microsoft. And so he died yesterday at the age of 65. Cancer. Oh, yeah. But he was the 44th richest man in the world. So no amount of money, could save his life. But I was like, wow, 44th richest man in the world. His net worth is $20.3 billion.
With a B.
With a B.
Ooh.
20.3 billion. I was like, whew.
It's got to be a couple of states, right?
Bruh, man.
So he owned a couple of states we probably didn't know about. Huh?
Absolutely. But see, we look at like Oprah as like, that's our on Mount Olympus of wealth within the African American community.
Yeah.
But just to kind of give you a comparison, Oprah's net worth is $2.9 billion.
That's it?
That's it. I know, broke ass, right?
Just two B's?
Right.
She needs to get her weight up, man. Seriously.
Man.
She got to get it together.
Man,
Yeah.
But what was very interesting, they were getting sound bites from a number of people, and they were saying like what a nice guy he was and how unassuming he was.
Okay.
When he walked in the room, like you couldn't tell that he was a billionaire.
Wow.
And so I was, reminding me of, me telling my boys about, because I'm a voracious reader. I love to read. Because somebody told me a long time ago, if you want to hide something from a black man, put it in a book.
Well, I tell you what, just using words like ferocious lets everybody know that you read.
Well, brother don't like to, show off, ferocious, loquacious. Oh, yeah. Don't ask me to spell them, though,
Well, you don't need to spell it. You use them in sentences. That's good.
But, I read that, that it was called a book by the name of The Millionaire Next Door.
Okay.
And basically, this guy did a study on, how millionaires lived in comparison to regular people.
I like that.
And so, we have this this idealistic view of millionaires. They drive fast cars, they live in big houses, they're making it rain at the club, right?
Yeah, why not?
But that's not the case. When you do a further study into it, there's a difference between the wealthy and those who are rich.
Absolutely.
And so
Absolutely.
I had that conversation with my boys because I wanted them to understand that we're striving for wealth, not just being rich.
Yes.
And so Webster's says the main difference between being rich and being wealthy is knowledge. Wealthy people know how to make money, while rich people only have money.
Wow.
That's deep, isn't
Profound.
it, brother?
Yes.
Very,
Yes.
very, very, very deep. So anyway, back to Paul Allen. He died yesterday, and this brother actually scored a 1600 on the SAT.
Dummy.
Didn't go to college though. Well, he went for a quarter. He dropped out.
1600?
1600.
Okay, so the college was recruiting him.
Man,
Right.
yeah. So he went for a quarter, and then he dropped out. And so he had befriended Bill Gates, who was at Harvard. And he convinced Bill Gates to drop out and let's do this business thing together.
What the hell were they thinking, man?
Right, exactly, But, it made me think, though, like, within our community, how we put such a high standard on college education.
Very high emphasis on education in school.
Right,
Yeah.
But here we are, two of the wealthiest men ever did not have college degrees. So, man. So, but you know what? He died. He wasn't married. He had no kids.
Oh man, he probably had to have some ladies or something though.
Well, I don't know. They say he was a little awkward in public. So he was a
okay.
cool brother, but he was
Yeah.
kind of awkward.
Yeah.
So chances are. But how much you got to say though when you got 23 billion?
You don't do any talking.
Right.
You just give directions.
Yeah.
To where you're gonna be at.
Right.
Okay.
Because see, even with me, man, when I had $5 in my pocket,
Yeah.
I walked in like I was the man.
As you should.
Right.
As you should.
But if she say, "Hey, you gonna buy me a drink?" That's where we had a little issue there. Because if it wasn't happy hour,
Ooh,
I'm sorry.
Man.
So you know what my story was? My story was, because I'm not a big drinker anyway myself.
Okay.
Actually, I don't drink at all.
Okay.
But I used to say, you know what? Just to be honest, I will buy you a drink, but I'm at AA right now.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's all right.
So, just to look at a drink, So they said, oh, okay, I respect that.
Okay.
I respect that. They said, well, just get me a Coke.
Okay.
But see, at the club, a Coke is like $8, so that wasn't going to work either, right? So I was like, you know what? When I look at a Coke, it reminds me of rum and Coke.
Man, they stuck around for that?
Bruh, I'm telling you. Look at this face. They said, okay, he look at us and said, he probably telling the truth. Man.
That's definitely a different story. So, I can understand somebody, sticking around just to figure out what the hell is he going to say next.
Man. But it worked though, bruh. It definitely worked. So.
Okay.
But look, man, I tell you what we're going to do is, let me promote the event that we're both in, and then we're going to go to break, and we're going to, man, start chopping it up with you, man.
Oh, boy.
So this amazing event that you and I are both a part of, it's called the Love and Relationships Experience, man, and boy, I tell you, and you're a superstar already. I see you all the time on Facebook, and 500 people joining in.
Wow.
I don't even know if I got 500 friends, right?
Hey.
But I see the people responding to what you're saying, because you talk about relationships and from the male perspective.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what we're going to do, man, on October 27th at the Kylian Art Gallery. We're having a love and relationships experience. And so you graciously agreed to be on the panel, all male panel. Male panel.
Brothers got something to say, man. So, I'm excited about that.
Hey, absolutely, man. We're going to have great food, great drinks, great music. We're giving away a free trip for two to Aruba, as a matter of fact, as well.
Whoa.
Yeah,
you sure
man.
you want to do that?
Hey, absolutely, man. Hey, it's compliments of Destiny Travels. So
Okay.
we are real excited about it, and real excited that you're going to be on the panel. So, for all those ladies that, love this brother's voice, those of you watching that love that face and them biceps, come check the brother out live and in person, Matter of fact, I tell you what, you come check him out live in person, he'll buy you a drink. How about that?
I will. I'll buy you a drink. And I'm not a drinker, so,
yeah. Hey, well, I already told you how you do it, right? I'm in AA.
I have my lines together, man. I'll perfect those lines before I leave out here tonight.
Okay, no doubt. Well, hey, man, listen, for those of you that want more information on the love and relationship experience, please go to my website at TRaynard.com. So I tell you what, we're going to go to break, and when we come back, man, we're going to kind of find out a little bit about you, but also just kind of talk about some things, man, like, do opposites attract? Ooh, that's a hot topic, my brother.
That is
very hot.
Fire.
No doubt.
Fire.
Hey, so we'll be right back. This is Conversations with TRaynard. In 5, 4, 3, 2. What's up? We are back with Conversations with TRaynard, and I'm with my boy Gigi.
What up?
How's it going, my brother?
All is well, man. I'm happy to be here. I appreciate it. Congratulations to your success, man, and everything you have going on, man. It's an honor to be here.
Man, I appreciate it. And you know what? I've been a fan of yours from afar as well, seeing all the great things that you do. I know a little bit about your story, man, but kind of tell us about you. Like, where are you from, man?
I'm originally from Rhode Island, way up top. My dad is a Navy guy, so he took us down to North Florida, man. That's Jacksonville.
Jayville, so Duval, right?
Duval.
Yeah,
That's it. So that's where I grew up, man. I grew up there pretty much from kindergarten up to graduation, high school graduation, and then I hopped into the Air Force after that, man. I had a 5-year Air Force career.
Okay. What they call a fly boy, right?
I'm not sure. I've never heard that term, man. We're airmen.
Airman, got you.
So I don't know what the flyboy is.
Okay, well, I mean, it's a complimentary term. It's not that disrespectful. And
that. No, I'm saying I never heard of the terminology.
Yeah,
but I've been out for some time, so who knows?
Okay.
Who knows? They switch it up.
So now you are, this show is, of course, about love and relationships, and everybody knows my story. 2-time divorcee. I have one child out of wedlock or what have you.
Okay.
But very much. I have a lot to offer in that relationship space because I've learned a lot.
Yeah.
Because I've learned what to do, what not to do. And so, what about your situation, man? You ever been married, children? What's your situation?
Yeah, I have been married, man. I've been blessed to experience marriage.
Okay.
So I look at all my experiences as blessings. I have no regrets. But I have been married twice. I got married when I was pretty young, 21 years old.
Okay.
When I was in the military, it was something we decided to do, and so that lasted a handful of years, and we had a child out of it. I do have 4 children.
Oh, that's a blessing, man.
4 children total.
Okay.
And I've been married twice. So the second time around, man, I was 30, early 30s, 43 now, and that lasted longer than the first one.
Okay.
So and 4 amazing children, man. I'm blessed to have relationships with all of them. I'm not an estranged father,
Right.
fortunately, and all wonderful kids. But I have 2 adult kids and I have 2 teenagers, man. So my youngest daughter is a freshman in high school, so I'm almost an empty nester. I'm not interested in having any more kids. I'm okay now.
Okay. Okay.
Because I do have a grandson. So my oldest
man, that's
daughter
awesome.
Blessed me with a grandson, man, and I love that guy. I love them all. So
It's interesting. I kind of, I've gone back and forth with, do I want to remarry? Do I want to go through that again?
Yeah.
So some days I feel like absolutely, because I feel like I'm older, I'm wiser,
Yeah.
I'm more mature. I've learned to not sweat the small stuff, but I've also learned how to choose better. Okay.
Yeah.
And to make sure I have God in the midst.
Okay.
But then there are other days I'm like, you know what? I don't know if I want to take that step again,
Okay.
I don't know, especially when you're by yourself, you kind of get used to doing things the way that you do them.
That's
Used to
right.
putting the toilet paper, over.
Seats up all over the house.
Oh man.
Right. All the seats are up.
Right. Exactly.
I want people to leave my seat up. You know how they
Right.
say leave my seat down? When you're
Uh-huh.
done, leave my seat up.
Right.
Like I had it.
Right.
That's how I feel about that.
So, I mean, it's kind of, I go back and forth. And then the same thing with the kids. There's some days where I'm like, I would love to have another child.
Yeah.
Okay. But then the other days, man, when I'm out and I see some screaming child, I'm like, oh, hell no, I'm good.
Well, what the hell that screaming child got to do with you? Your child going to act like that?
Because it takes me back to, like, my 12-year-old. That brother was up every 2 hours. And then he'd be crying. I used to have to take him in the car. And used to have to drive around the block for him to go to sleep.
Okay.
And then when I took him out, I couldn't put him in the bed. I had to leave him in his car seat because if I took him out, he'd wake up.
Wow.
Wow,
he was busy.
Oh yeah. So, but that's great, man. I think, you have your children, you have your grandchild, you've been married. Do you think you'll remarry?
That's a tough question. I'm single now, and I've been single for, I guess I'm close to a year and a half.
Okay.
So I don't think that's a long time. It's the first time that I've actually lived alone, and probably over a decade.
Okay.
So so instead of having that man cave in the finished basement,
Yeah.
my entire place is my man's castle.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
that's hard to think about giving up, man. But of course, when it comes down to it, if that person is the one, then I know what comes with that. There's a lot of sacrifice. There's a lot of compromise and a lot of decisions that has to be made. But I'm in a better place where I can make more intentional, more honest and transparent decisions now.
Right.
So that's really big for me because I believe in accountability. So whatever I say now, whatever I project now, whatever energy I give off, it's all intentional. So I kind of go back and forth, but not often. Single is pretty nice.
Yeah.
Single is nice. Companionship is great, but singles being nice, and that's because I'm in a place now where I'm building businesses, I'm building my brand, and I remember that what came with that being in a relationship, regardless of how much love is there and understanding is there, when you have that, when you're very passionate about something, not everybody's going to understand. And that's even your person that your counterpart. They're not going
Right.
to understand that.
Right.
And I struggled with that before. I kind of made a decision. Whoever I date or whoever I'm with, I really don't want them in my business like that. And
Yeah.
that's what works for me.
Right.
So I don't know too many of women that can appreciate that though. So that kind of puts me in a whole different category when it comes to dating. So maybe that's why I don't get a whole lot of dates, man. But
Well, you know what though? What's interesting? I have an uncle. He actually is a millionaire, and he said to me, "Oh yeah, he's a millionaire
right now,
right now. Yeah,
okay,
he's a millionaire.
So you good then? Huh?
Yeah, Unc is good, right? Unc, I hope I'm in the wheel." But one of the things that he said to me, he says, "You know what, Tim?" He says, when you're building an empire, you should stay single." Okay.
Interesting.
He says because you got to be able to make moves without issues, and I'm like, okay, like what does that mean? He said what happens. First of all, he says women are distracting. And not necessarily a bad distraction,
right?
Okay, but you find somebody great, you want to spend all of your time with them.
Yeah,
they're going to be asking for time.
Yes.
As you're grinding, because I'm a big believer in, sometimes I only have a small window to really make something happen.
Yes.
And so I need laser focus. And so when you're in a relationship, they're kind of tugging at you, what about me? And, can we do this? And can you do that?
Okay.
And you are neglecting that person. So he says, to make sure you don't neglect the person and make sure you don't neglect your business, then you should stay single while you're building your empire.
Okay. So, and I can respect that. Obviously, his method is proven. So we got to respect that.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, definitely.
In addition to that, he's saying stay single and not necessarily be in a relationship, but, you can still have activities.
Yeah. Yeah.
He didn't direct you on that?
No. He didn't say that.
Holding back a little bit because,
No, he wasn't saying like, you qualifying for the priesthood or nothing
right, okay.
during that period of time.
Okay.
But no, it's, it's all about focus and making sure that there are no distractions. But what I often think about, though, when I say I'm good single, I think about what a phenomenal woman at my side can do for me as a man, because think about it now, and I'm not gonna preach on you this evening. Okay, no, I'm not gonna preach. So, Adam was cool. He was out there naming all the animals, doing his thing, right?
Yeah.
And then he didn't realize that he needed a helpmate. So it's God that said, you know what, you need Eve. And so Eve came along and really, made Adam whole. Where he was weak, she was strong. And that's what a phenomenal woman will do for you as well. So for me, I'm like, you know what? It's nothing like having a phenomenal woman at my side.
Nothing like it.
So if I think I'm good now, oh man, I can be great with a phenomenal woman.
I agree. You know what? I agree. I would say that the challenge is the process. That process can sometimes be redirecting, a little distracting, but again, with the right person, man, it's always worth it.
Absolutely.
Whatever you feel like you're losing, you're gaining 10 times more.
Yep.
So I can respect that, man, and I'm open to it, but I'm not searching, so to speak.
Right.
So for me, I definitely I know what it's like, man. A woman, nothing like a woman, man. They will elevate your ass.
Ooh,
right?
my brother.
They'll take you to a level that you never thought you can be. And when it comes to that, the best way to enjoy that though is you have to be on one accord. So they have to understand where you're at, where you're going. They might not understand how you're going to do it because that's not necessarily on them. It's your vision.
Right.
But definitely they have to be patient and understanding that you're focused and determined on that. And you don't want to lose your identity, and you don't want to be with somebody who loses their identity.
Right.
Trying to be something for you that's not naturally them. And I think that's one of the breaches or one of the issues that come along with the journey, man, in the process.
Absolutely, man. Well, I tell you what, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we definitely want to talk about, do opposites attract? And I want to kind of relay a story to you, man, of what I had a woman tell me one time. To give you a little preview, she said, that shit ain't going to work. Yeah, man. Hey, this is TRaynard. I'm here with my boy Gigi with Conversations with TRaynard. We'll be right back.
All right.